what you told me as far as how to do
Absolutely.
something. Yeah.
And
Okay. Good.
I'm going to start off with this page here. This is my golden document for you. This is all of the logins for your site. A lot of this is more technical stuff, like the settings for the database and all that kind of stuff. This is the information that I got from you. That's your login for
Yeah.
your GoDaddy. But since we're recording this, you'll have this for all time in the future.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, I just sent you a login to the website to your email. Did you get that? Would have come from WordPress or something like that.
I'm not well, I'm not seeing anything, but actually one of the things that I noticed when I went through the website
Mhm.
is like all of the different ways to like book me or contact me or let's talk. I filled in all of those
Mhm.
and sent them, and I'm still waiting to get even one of those.
Yeah, those are not
So,
hooked up to your email yet, but we have them
oh,
collected here, which I'll show you in a little bit. But you
okay.
didn't get an
Well,
email inviting you to the back end yet?
I did not. Let me hit get mail again. It says it's downloading 183,718 new messages.
So your email might be a little out of date. Well, here,
But
I'm gonna give it to you now, just so that you have it. So your username is Tracy Radosevic. Real
okay.
complicated. All one
Yeah.
word. And
Oh, all one word. Okay.
yeah, all one word. And I'll just reset your password, and I'm gonna make it the same as
Yep.
your
Yep.
GoDaddy password,
Yep.
which is
Fuck this
uh,
shit.
FUCK, the
Yeah.
dollar sign, no, a pound sign and a one for the
Yes.
H and the I. All right, so I'm saving that, updating it, and that'll be your login from now on.
Okay.
To get to your login, you go to your website, and up in the URL, you type /WP for WordPress
Yep.
-admin. And
Yep.
that's going to send you to a login page where you're going to put in that login info.
Okay.
All right. And then once you log in, you're going to see this. This is the back end of your website where you can edit everything. Okay.
Okay.
Also, when you're logged in, on whatever page that you're on, it's going to give you this bar at the top. So if you just browse around the site while you're logged in, you're going to have this bar at the top. So if we're on the Meet Tracy page, for example, you can hit edit page on that page and then start editing.
Oh, I see.
So if I hit edit page right now, this will be where I can edit the content of that page. And you can see Tracy is dynamic, playful, and you can change that
Yeah.
text, do whatever you need to do, and then hit the
Okay.
blue button up at the top with update, and then that page will be updated. And that's
Okay.
it.
Great.
And you can see down here, like this is where I added in like the placeholder for the slides. So I'm going to be adding in all of the photos right here and the caption for each photo. But this is how to do it. If I wanted to add a new slide, I would hit add row here,
Okay.
add an image, and add some text. And that's pretty much it. And you'll be able to
Gotcha.
edit and change this to your heart's delight.
Great. Love it.
Section has a section title. So this is Meet Tracy. That's the page itself. But down here, you have the slides. And then down below that, you have the content section. And then below that, you have the video. And then below that, you
Yes.
have the PR pack. That
Right.
corresponds exactly to how it looks on the page itself. You've got the section here, then you've got the photos, then you've got this section with the text, then you've got the video, and then you've got the PR pack.
Now, if I wanted to add a hot link,
Just
how,
like
how,
Word.
how,
So say you wanted to make the word playful, have a link to a
yes.
YouTube video where you're really playful. You highlight that and you hit this little link button and you paste
And
in
then
the
click it.
URL, and that's it.
Gotcha. Okay.
and you can make it do different things. You can make it open in a new tab so that, you know, your website stays open in a previous tab. You can also make it
Oh,
bold or italics or whatever you like.
so going back to that, that is something that I noticed too. So I think I would like all of the links to do that so that I have two tabs open. So I always have my website
Mhm.
page open, and then if as somebody goes to my website, they're clicking on anything, it's a new
It'll pop
tab.
open a
So
new
that
tab.
yeah, yeah.
Sure. We'll have to go through and do that for every link, but that's how to do it. That's exactly how it's done.
Okay, so show me again. If you go up to the
Yeah, so
chain
let's
link.
find a page with a link on it already. So let's get out of this page.
Yeah, well, I can tell you one of the ones, like the front page, I think is the one that has several. Um, or is it that one? Hold on, or maybe it's the
I
me.
know
Let's
that,
see.
like, for example, what Tracy recommends has a lot of links all over it. So I'm going to
Yes,
go
that's true. Yeah.
and hit edit page. All right, and so we've got the URL for NBSNIT. All I have to do is highlight it, and you see it shows me all the options for
I
that link,
see. Yes.
and I can just hit open a new tab. Now,
Gotcha.
none of these changes will actually go into effect until I hit this blue button for update up top right here.
So
Also,
if I forget to hit that blue button
it will
and
save the draft,
it will. Okay.
but it won't actually show up on the website.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
other nice thing, though, is that if you're making like drastic changes, say you add like, 5 YouTube videos in right here instead of having links to YouTube videos, you can hit this little button right here called preview,
Hmm.
and you can preview it as a desktop, you can preview it as an iPad, you can preview it as a phone. And when you click that, it'll open it up in a new tab, and it'll show you the website before it goes live. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So before you
Yes.
hit update, you can check to be like, oh, did I do that right? Do I like the change, or do I want it the other way? You can hit that preview button as much as you like, and it will, show you what you did live.
So, the way that it's set up now, does it present in a readable format for all three of
Oh
those?
yeah. In fact, we built your site specifically so that it will change shape. Watch this. So this is your website as a desktop, right? And if I squeeze it, it automatically changes shape for being viewed
Uh-huh.
on a phone. And it even has this little thing here for the menu. So, on the
Gotcha.
desktop view, you've got the menu all laid out, but on the phone view, there wouldn't be enough place for all those menu items. So it automatically resizes and has the menu in here, right here. And also the content down below also resizes to be set up
Gotcha.
just for the phone.
Great. Great.
And
Good.
that's
Thank
true
you.
for anything in between. So, tablets, really big screens, whatever. Your site is designed so that it will flexibly change to whatever size the screen is that it's being viewed on.
Great. Okay. Thanks.
Mhm.
All
All right.
right.
Let's see. What else? What else? So that's how to edit a link. So these headers are all done here under H1, H2, H3, H4. It's just like Word. If you pick a different header size, it'll change to that size. And each of those sizes has a style. So it's all preset so that you don't have to go in and be like, oh, are the H2s bold? You don't have to worry about that. They're all set up preset so that whatever you type is going to look good no matter what. You've got the bullets down here. Oh, these, the books themselves, you didn't link those in your document, but you can. So like say you find, Thomas Boomershine's book on Amazon, you can totally highlight his title, click the link, and link to it on Amazon or Libris or whatever platform, even his website. If you know Tom's website and he's selling his book on his website, you can link it that way as well.
Right. Okay.
You can also add images. So for example, you've got your TV series that you really like, Midnight Mass, for example. If we open a new tab, type in Midnight Mass, go to images, you know, there's these great movie posters in here, right? For Midnight Mass. You can
Right.
totally save one of these to your desktop. I'm going to do that right now. And then back on your page under Midnight Mass, hit insert. Where is it? The image. Inline image right here. And I'm going to find that poster. Hit select once it's uploaded. And there it is.
Uh-huh. So let's go back to the page and see what that looks like.
Well, so I don't know
Or
if
go
I
to
like it or not. So I'm going to hit preview instead of update.
Update. Yep.
And then we can go and there it is. Do I like how that looks? I'm not sure. If I don't like how it looks, it's not saved yet. So I can go ahead and delete it.
Great.
But that's how to add an image or whatever else you want to add.
So some of the things that, and it was mainly on the What Tracy Recommends and What Tracy Says page. I wanted there to be, see, this is really interesting because it looks, wait, scroll down some more.
And this is the preview. So I'm going to actually go to the real.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so scroll down. Yeah, so for the books, if I need to, so for instance, you see how like Tom Boomershine, it's all jammed up with storytelling.
The formatting is off. I think these are supposed to be italic.
Yes, there were several italics that didn't get, that didn't happen.
I'll go through and fix those.
Yeah. Okay. But then if you go to What Tracy Says to that page.
Come on, internet. It doesn't like that I'm doing Zoom and browsing at the same time.
Oh yeah. Okay. So so the chapter contributions, there are a couple different fonts going on there, so those should all be consistent, but it's the spacing, right? So like each new one should be like everything that is with one should not have spaces between them, and then then the space, you know what I mean? So is that something weird?
I'll fix that.
I don't. Okay, but just so I know in the future, because if I put something in, it does that. How do I fix that?
All right, so if I go into edit this page, and we scroll down, what's happening is I have the wrong header set up for these. So it's pulling in a different font that it shouldn't. So I'll go through and reformat this so that it shows up properly.
Okay.
But that's my fault.
So from the edit side, I mean, is there, if that's not the issue, if it's just a matter of there's an extra space that shouldn't be there, or I want an extra space there, is it as easy as just putting my cursor there and hitting, return for an extra space or delete if I don't want it?
Yep, that's what I'm going to do when I go through and clean this up.
Okay. The other thing then is adding PDFs or because several of the like blog essays or whatever.
Yeah. So right now, your blog section, what we did was we pulled in the blog posts that you already wrote. So these are all in here automatically, right? And we styled them with the new font and everything else. But it's got all of the same content. If you edit these edit in a slightly different section. So if you want to edit bird by bird, for example, you can hit edit, but you see up top here, instead of edit page, it says edit post, because these are blog posts. They're a little bit different from a page. It's got a similar formatting, it's got, place where you can add a link and stuff like that, but everything is stuck to the top here. Does that make sense? And then over here, you have the post date. So this, you posted this February 10th.
10 years ago.
2015. Right, 10 years ago. So it kept the original date. So if you make a new post, it's going to show up on top of this one because that page where we list all your posts is chronological.
Yeah, and I like how you have the most recent at the top. My question though is there a way to show the date, the post date on the website?
Yeah, we can do that. We can add that.
I think that would be
right now we hit
especially
it
because I've got so many that are old.
well, that's why we hit it. So we didn't put it on there because, you know, the content, like for example, I read through this one and I liked it. And I didn't realize that it was written 10 years ago until I read the date. If you put
Yes.
the date on there, people are going to be like, oh, well, maybe like this is stale. And so we didn't put the date on there because of that.
Yeah.
If you want the date on there, we can put it on.
I do want the date on because I think I sent you about 5 or so recent ones.
Yes.
And so I thought, because like, for instance, some of the old ones are about me being in the hospital and having surgery. I definitely don't want people thinking that that's a current thing,
right?
You know?
Okay.
And if we have, you know, and the thing is, like, I'm writing new content every Monday at this writing club. So I've already, if we can put those current ones at the top, you know, with the date, you know, then when people see the old ones, yes, there's a big gap, but you know, I would prefer that.
No problem.
Prefer that.
All right. Well, that leads me into another part, how to write a new post. So when you first log in, you're going to see this, right? This is the, you know, the main dashboard area. Over here on the left, you have posts. And once that opens up, you're going to be able to see all of the posts that have previously been written. Now, all of these, the author is Benjamin Young Savage. It doesn't matter. When you write them, it's going to have your name on it. But you can also see the dates of these as well. So you can see, you know, when they were written, and you can add a new one. So when you hit add new, you've got a place for your title, and then you can just start writing to your heart's content. Once you're done, hit publish and it'll show up automatically. And that's it.
What I'll probably do is I'll probably write it in Word first
and then
just copy and paste it. Yeah.
Yep. That works too. Yep.
Okay.
But you do have to just keep an eye on the formatting things because, you know, when you copy and paste from one to the other, like you saw, sometimes the formatting gets a little weird and like the text gets bunched together, it'll forget a return or something like that. So keep an eye on that. That's what I'm going to go do next and go through and clean up is the copy paste from other mediums. But other than that, you know, it should be pretty good.
Okay, so again, if I want to upload a document,
right? So if you want to have a document, say for example, you're working on this post. And you can say, you know, and the flyer for my next event is here. And then you can highlight the word here and link to it. But, you know, you need to put in a URL, right? You have to put in a URL for a link. You can upload documents to your website to link to them. So in a new tab, I'm going to go back over to the dashboard. And over here on the left, I'm going to go to media.
Yeah.
Media is where all of the content for your whole website lives. All the photos, all the diagrams, everything lives in here, and you can add stuff to it. And you can add anything. You can add PDFs, you can add Word documents, you can add images, whatever you want to add. Just
videos
drag it into this videos, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, videos, I would recommend uploading them onto YouTube because that way YouTube does the heavy lifting of streaming it out. Your website can handle streaming, but if somebody's on a slower internet connection, YouTube automatically, you know, you've seen it before. YouTube will it'll look a little pixelated and blurry.
Yeah.
Slow connection. Your website can't do that because it's not as powerful as YouTube is. So if you're doing a video, we recommend put it on YouTube, grab the link, and then drop it into your page. But for
Gotcha.
example, all of these things on here, like this image, has a URL. It has a file URL right here. And so all you have to do is copy that URL. There's even a little button for it. Go back to the
Yeah.
post, select that text, and there it is.
Gotcha.
And you
Okay.
can do that for PDFs, images, whatever you have. If somebody made a flyer for you, even like that midnight mass, that image is here and it'll be here forever. And there's
Yeah.
tons and tons of space. You're never going to run out of space to put stuff on here.
If I just wanted to clean that up,
Mhm.
and like the midnight mass one,
Sure.
if you want to just delete it, how do you do
So
that?
there's a button right here,
Oh,
delete
delete permanently.
permanently. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you can also bulk select. So I can select this one and this one, this one, this one, and then hit delete on all of those.
Gotcha. Okay.
But try not to delete these because these
Yeah.
are
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
these
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
used all over your website. So
Yeah. Gotcha.
but that here
But
that brings
it's
me.
interesting. Like, why are there so many duplicates?
Oh, because we had to make different sizes for different pages. Some of the images you
Gotcha.
use a couple times, and some of them are from your old site. So this particular image you used in one of your blog posts, and we
Right.
didn't want to touch it because we didn't want it to break. So we left it alone rather than
Okay.
delete it and but you're like I said, you're never going to run out of space in here. So you can add as many images for the rest of your life and you're never going to be full.
Okay. Okay.
But that brings me to another thing. So let's see, Meet Tracy. Here we go. Featured image. So this is the image for the Meet Tracy page. We went back and forth, we changed it, and then we finally decided on this image. This image is square. The image on your page is round. It automatically makes it a circle for you. So if you later on, you're like, you know what, I really like that image, but I got a better one now. I want to change it. You can hit replace this image and it'll show up on the page and it'll automatically be round.
So because of that, if I need to adjust, like where the circle hits the square or the rectangular picture, you know what I mean?
Well, make it a square image and you won't have that problem.
Okay.
So this circle, it fits perfectly within the square. Now, if it's a tall, skinny portrait image, it's going to pick the middle of whatever that image is.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I did have. I mean, this all makes a whole lot of sense. This makes a whole lot of sense. And I just got to get in there, and
Yep.
just start
Yeah, and
playing with it.
I know you're gonna want to play around with it, and you're gonna have questions from me later, and that's fine. Whatever questions that you have later on, no problem. I'm glad to help you out and pop in and be like, hey, how do I add an image again? And I'll help you out.
Right. I did have one weird experience on when I was going through on the Meet Tracy page. There's a Book Tracy button.
Yeah.
And when I clicked on that, it went somewhere wonky to a mohammedharoon.com website.
Okay, that was one of the test pages that we did. So that needs to link back to your Book Tracy page. So I'll fix that link.
Okay. Because I was like, whoa, what the hell is that? And then weirdly, it allowed me to continue to look at my website, but the beginning of the address was Mohammed Haroon, .com/ and then Tracy stuff,
Yep, he's one of our developers, and he made a whole copy of the site to make sure that nothing broke when we moved it over to yours.
Gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting, hacked or something.
Yeah,
so
he's one of ours.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, again, I have a bunch of notes. Most of them were about the links not working, or stuff had, just some of the. I know the other big thing was on the What Tracy Says page.
Go over there.
Yeah, go down. Oh yeah. So the oh no, I'm sorry. So the articles, down with the articles.
Yep.
I think I had sent you all of those articles. I
Yeah,
think we had
these are gonna
intended
be
to make those.
these are
Yeah.
gonna be linked.
Okay,
So
okay.
that
Just want to
same
make sure that that,
process that I just showed you where I can add a document, we're just gonna put
yes.
all them in there.
Okay, okay. I wanted to make sure that hadn't fallen between the cracks.
Nope.
So, okay. All right. Well, Ben, I think I'll just send you, my notes,
Yep.
and yeah, and then we can, get this thing off the to-do list.
Awesome. Yeah, and
I really love the dynamic video at the top on the front.
yeah,
Although
my
it's weird to
girlfriend
watch
my
myself,
girlfriend
but
saw the video and she's like, wow, she looks like she's fun.
I try to be.
You are fun. You are fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I will I'll get these to you, and we'll go from there. But I feel like we're seeing light at the end of the tunnel here.
Yep. We are very, very close.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So I want you to, so next step homework for you after you send me that stuff, log in, make sure that you can get in, make sure that you can see all the things that I described.
Yes.
And have fun, play around with it, and write a list of questions and I'll get them answered for you.
And if you could send me the link to this video, as
Absolutely.
soon as possible.
What I'm gonna do is because
that
I
would
don't
be
want it on
helpful.
my site. I'm
The
gonna take it,
recorded
upload it
Zoom.
to YouTube and send you a link.
You're freezing up on me.
Did I break up? I said I'm gonna
Yeah.
save the video, upload it to YouTube, and then send you a link.
Great. Okay. You do that. I do this, and we'll march forward.
Thanks so much, Tracy. I appreciate
Yes.
you.
Thank you. Yep.
Bye.
You too. Okay. Bye-bye.